Okay. Hope everyone's having a good day. Today, Wednesday, so Elden Ring it is. Last time, if I recall correctly, we got to the Altus Plateau and we started walking around a little bit of it, but we didn't see much, I think. So I think that's what we're going to be doing today. I think that's the next section to be exploring for us. So explore we shall. Sorry, let me just get everything open. All right, here we are. Video, audio, mic. All right. Okay, let's head on in. So I think, well, we'll see when we get there. I think we're on the Altus Plateau. Oh, Volcano Manor, that's what we were doing. Yeah, that's right. Okay, I did actually kind of forget that that's where we had gone. So I guess that's what we're doing. There's the stuff out here that I hadn't looked at, but I figured we'll do the stuff in here first. Oh man, but I needed to make a decision about the Volcano Manor. About if I wanted to join them or whatever. Because I was trying to think if there's anything else. But yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point, I feel like I might as well. It almost feels like I'm supposed to. So whatever. And I don't know. Can't think of anything else off the bat. I was looking at my notes there for a second. There's nothing else that seems to suggest that it's gonna be related to anything else. So you know what? Sure. Also, all this stuff's still destroyed. It actually tracked that. I thought it'd be restored when I reset.
I am Tanit, Rise,
yeah.
A warrior. Perhaps you will accept Rise with us.
Join Volcano Manor.
Your decision is most welcome. Now you belong to the Volcano Manor family.
Okay.
The drawing room lies down the hall. Make yourself comfortable.
Drawing room lies down the hall. Is that the door that we saw that was locked? Can we go in there now? Nope. So maybe they mean down a hall over here somewhere? Oh, down that hall probably. I went up here, right? And it was just there was an enemy, or there was no enemies, there was just a sparkly or a chest or something. Look, it's all still destroyed up here. I'm actually kind of surprised it tracked the destruction. Alright. Locked. Blocked shut. Locked. 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 What? Okay, well, now I'm confused again.
Brave Tan Rias, a warrior. Perhaps will you join us? Why accept the Rise with us?
Wait, I already did it. Oh, did I not finish?
The drawing room lies down the hall.
Did I walk away before you finished talking?
Make yourself comfortable, but be sure
to
earn your keep.
Drawing room key. Okay, we didn't finish the conversation. We didn't get the key. Oh, it's that one, I guess. That one's still gonna be blocked, and presumably all these are still locked. Oh no, I can open these ones too. Okay, so it's just all of these doors. I wonder if I can go unblock that one door then, from the other side. I must go to a separate room though, otherwise what's the point? Look at those eyes. It's kind of dark in here. There we go. Smash. Okay. Hello.
Oh,
Are you the one that we saw who invited us here at the first time? I think
nice
so.
to see you again. So you've been invited as well.
No,
I
maybe
see.
not.
Then we're comrades in arms.
Comrades.
henceforth. You watch my back, and I'll watch yours.
Yes, comrade. Comrade.
You. What in heaven's name are you doing here?
What?
The Volcano Manor is a pit of recusants who spit at grace and hunt our own kind.
Oh.
I hope you understand the weight of my words.
But what are you doing here then?
Well, as long as you understand what you're saying. You have harbored doubts from the very beginning. Perhaps this day was always lurking on the horizon. What in heaven's a volcano? I hope you understand. Then you must leave immediately. Those with weak stomachs have no place here. I thought I told you, or do you claim what it means to be a recusant? Renouncing grace and hunting down one's own. Well, as long as you understand what you're
I don't know.
saying,
I don't understand,
you have
but
harbored doubts from the very beginning. Perhaps
I guess
this
we'll find
day was
out.
always lurking on the horizon. But know that the path you walk is blasphemy and leads only to a miserable death. Before you consider hunting any of your own kind, think on that. This blasphemous. Before you consider.
okay.
Hello again, brave Tarnished.
I don't really get
As a
it.
scout, I am pleased to see you again here at the Volcano Manor, under Lady Tanith's guidance. May you tread the path of valor.
Okay.
Under Lady
Just gonna break everything, pick up the sparklies. Letter from Volcano Manor. Recusant finger. Contains an invitation. Oh yeah, we have that one. Old Knight Istvan. Wait, I remember that name. All right. Oh, I wonder if this is like a PvP thing. If I fight randoms, maybe that's what they mean by fighting other Tarnished, and also something of fighting champions. I don't know. Well, we'll find out. Also, yeah. So this is a separate room over there. But these are all separate rooms too. Well, both. There's two of them. With nothing of note in them. Wait, what's the recusant finger do? Oh, attempts invasion. Okay, so it's just I mean, the fingers all do a similar thing. So it's different than the normal one, I guess. Whatever. Not gonna be using any of that anyway. Ooh, another perfume bottle. Alright, so I guess that's all that's here. So I guess that's that.
Did you read the letter left for you?
Yeah.
That is the task the Volcano Manor desires.
Okay,
you
no, so
left.
this is a thing.
You will be compensated once the deed is done. Good luck. If you are loath to hunt your own kin, so be it. But you must leave this house at once. This is a war against the Erd Tree. We have no place for the meek, nor the luxury of keeping clean hands.
Okay.
The letter describes the task. You will be
Well, fair enough. I guess that's that. In Limgrave it says Istvan. Still another 10,000 runes. I guess we'll try to make our way down now. Oh, what the? Hi.
Well, you joined the manor, huh? I don't believe it.
Wait, is this
Didn't think
Patches?
you had
What's
it
your
in
name?
you. And here I thought Raya was barking up the wrong tree. All good though. We're on the same side now. We'll do good work together.
Okay, I don't know. I don't really understand. Alright. Let's try to make our way back down, I guess. The red mark. Oh. Volcano Manor request right there, Istvan. So let's see. Well, okay, I mean, I've taken this down once. Guess I can see if I can do it again. You're dead. Die. Ow. Hide. How? No, no, no. Get stuffed. I mean, it's probably not gonna get through the door, right? It'd have to get pretty lucky. Just keep blasting from here. What are you gonna do about it? Okay, that's scarier. Let's just blast. No, no, no. Nope, just in the wall. Oh, no! Come on. Got him. No problem. Just cheesed him with the walls. Okay. Man, I'm like this is so far away. I don't even know what's going on, but I guess I'll just start walking down the mountain and seeing what there is to see. Cool. That's a full reset on flasks. There's a guy up there. I can go beat up. There's a few of them. Okay, no problems here. Okay, I can't get up there, so it's meaningless to go that way. No, I don't think so. Ooh, there's a sparkly over here, though. It's not full. Let's grab this. Golden rune. Oh, I almost ran off the cliff there. There's like always just so many ways to go. It's kind of overwhelming, but it's like, you know. It's also just kind of cool to always have somewhere to go, even if... Oh, dang it. I don't want you attacking me while I'm trying to catch this giant bug. It's a bug or sheep? What was it? Where'd you go? I missed. Where are you going? Oh, dang it. Oh, come on. How am I missing? Realistically, I should probably just wait somewhere where I know it's gonna be, but like up here, because it came up here and then went back down, right? Come on, oh. Bro. Where did you even come from? Oh. Got it. Through and through. Cool. I mean, I'm not going to use it, but I got it. Alright, I already got this, though. This golden seed, right? Yeah. So let's continue down the hill. At least this map is more readable than the freaking Kaled map, which is, like, just unreadable. Let's just get on our horse. What are you gonna do about it? Get shredded. I actually almost got hit there, but I managed to get a hit in and stagger it at the last second. Ugh, there's all these hands everywhere. Right. Small ones die easily. As long as I can hit them. Oh, how am I missing this so much? How is it possible to miss? I guess I should just mostly avoid the hands. They're not really that helpful. They're just kind of annoying. Oh, I almost have enough for another level. I'm close. How much these hands give me? 90? Not much. Runes is runes, I guess. Is it petting itself? What the heck? Man, they unfortunately take 2 hits if I don't catch them off guard. Just like slightly annoying. Oh wait, I already did come down this far, I think, because I was like looking for a bonfire or something. What was I? Why did I? I don't really remember. I was just kind of running. Here's the bonfire. Oh, I was getting the map. That was what it was. I remember now. I will say, these hands are not hard on the horse because they just, like, whiff a lot. Okay. Am I at enough? I'm like so close. If it's not hit— oh, that's not the bonfire. That's just a fire. I mean, that's a bonfire, but it's not a grace, I guess, is more accurate. Here's the bonfire. Here's the grace. Phew. 45 runes short. Alright, we're just gonna crack a thing. Now we're 155 runes over. What was I gonna— I've already forgotten. Oh, intelligence I wanted to start scaling so I could use the new wands, or new staves. Vigor would be nice, of course. I was always wanting more vigor because I do want more health. Same with mind. I want the endurance slightly higher, I think, for one of the trinkets, but that I think can wait. So can the intelligence, I guess. But I guess we gotta start building intelligence eventually if I want to use one of the better staves, which I do. So, that's where we'll go. We need like 11 points, I think, along with our equipment to get to one of the higher stabs. Oh, I almost walked right off. The map is just under a thing, so I didn't process that that was just a cliff. Well, I mean, the map wouldn't necessarily have helped me with that. But since it's under the thing on the map, I really wasn't even thinking about the fact that it might not be just solid ground. These kinds of enemies maybe just easier on foot, to be honest. Although actually it would have been easy on horse. It's just that on horse it's easy to miss, and that's the kind of enemy where as long as you're hitting them, they're really not scary. But missing, they can get a hit in and then it gets annoying. Okay. The manor must be a dungeon. Like, look at this. That has to be a dungeon. But I don't understand how to access it. I didn't see any other... Oh, maybe there were doors I just missed. I might have to look again. But I do have a thing that they want me to do. So maybe I also need to do that first. And it unlocks one of those locked doors. I don't know. Seems possible, but... We're already going down this path. Might as well see it through. Before we investigate further. Man, it's pretty gruesome here. Well, I mean, this game in general pretty gruesome. But like, look at this. It's grisly. Oh. It's a tree spirit, but like, gross. Okay, I was not ready. I don't like that, I don't like it. Ow. Oh, that's a lot. Let's try to use magic here, I guess. Just stand there. Hear that. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Okay, let's not use the bow. Oh, let's get some ice in, that's right. Oh, it's so wiggly. Oh. Ugh, out of range. Ow. I should probably just heal, just be safe. I guess I already applied the frost. Oh no! Okay, don't get hit by that. Note self, don't get hit by that. I already applied the frost. I should have switched spells because I was already getting the damage boost. Extra frost was not helping me. I should have just been using Comet for the range. Or Comet Shard, rather. Almost ran off the cliff again. I didn't have many runes, thankfully. I had already leveled up, so... Just go... grab the runes I dropped, which is like 1,000 or something. I guess I start off with Ice Crag. I was thinking about if I could start off with a circle, but it's probably too difficult. This gives me the stamina, just extra damage. Ow. That just straight up kills Torrent. Yikes. Ow. Sweep. Okay, we're good. Did I get the oh, I do. I got the frost. Oh! Here, have another raisin. Alright. Oh, the frost is gone. I need to just be using commentary though. It's too... The range on the ice crack is just a little too short to be comfortable. You're okay, you're good, Torrent. You're fine. Ow. It's hard to dodge. I almost feel like I would rather not be on Torrent. Okay, that's not great. I'm dead. Bye-bye. I'm alive? No, I'm dead. It dropped me and I wasn't already dead. I just assumed I'd die in its mouth, but I guess it has to play out the animation. Ooh, look how gross it is. Ooh. So ulcerated. Alright, it's doable. As always, my health and defenses are the elements, the factors making it difficult. My damage is okay. I might... getting the frost is nice, but it's hard because I have to be so much closer. I don't know if it's worth it. Because by the time I'm like, I get it, I've taken so much damage, and I don't even, and then it wears off when I'm just trying to heal or get out. So. It's also possible I don't want to be on the horse here. That was lucky. That's less lucky. Alright, I know I'm dead. Okay, so getting grabbed there is bad. It's actually pretty hard to dodge. Maybe it's because I dodged back, or I don't know, maybe my timing was just off. I thought I had the timing there, but I did dodge sort of into it because I rolled back, which is the direction it was going. It is slightly annoying that I have to, like, switch my hand position depending on if I'm on or off the horse if I want to be casting spells. Like with my sword, it's obviously the same, which is fine because that is mostly the situation I want anyway. I want to be able to use the sword on the horse because I'm just killing stuff, random small stuff. It's slightly annoying in some cases, like here. Oh my goodness, I got grabbed again. That time I tried to dodge the side, but I think I didn't dodge far enough. Okay, that just one-shots me, regardless. Oh boy. Man, I was doing so well in like the first try. I got it down to like half health because I just was... Okay, I guess I gotta ride Torrent. It is... Having the extra mobility is a pretty big difference. You know, maybe I should summon some dogs or something too, just to distract. Seems like it could be helpful, because most of its attacks are like targeted. Dogs. Ow. Okay. This could have killed all the dogs pretty quickly, though. I might be able to get the ice crags in here. Torrent. There's that. Explosion. I'm alive. Dogs are all dead, though. Alright, so that's the start of phase 2 is what that is. Ow! Oh, I got the dodge. Bye-bye. Oh, that just hit Torrent. It didn't hit me. Let's go. I'm out of blue flasks. Gotta get the kill on this flask. Explosion. We're fine. Explosion's pretty punishable. Okay, I'm out of... Yikes, I don't have quite enough flasks. Alright, I gotta kill him with the sword now. Ow. Alright, actually the sword should get in there. Just one more hit. Got it. No problem. Actually, it was not too bad. He just not get bitten. Whoa. Leaden hard tier. Cerulean hidden tier. Nice. Whoa. That's wild. Look at these. That's, I would say that it's some wild physics, but you know, given how things work in this world, I could imagine them doing something like this intentionally. I mean, we have seen stuff like this intentional, right? There's plenty of floating stuff. I mean, obviously, I don't think in this case it is. This is just a product of stuff exploding and it just leaving stuff, but still. Let's see what those 2 tiers do. Leaden hard tier. Temporarily boosts poise. Okay, nifty. And then the other one was... Oh. Yeah, okay. Eliminates all FP consumption except it's brief and will quickly expire. But it just so for, I don't know, however long it lasts, we can just spam spells. I wonder how long it is. That would be cool, especially in combination. Okay, I could see doing that just as if like when there's an opening to just blitz. But the problem is, it's not often the issue. The danger of spell casting isn't the FP running out of FP, although that does happen. Like it happened there, obviously, just now. But that's usually, like, the spamming spells isn't necessarily dangerous because of the FP. It's dangerous because of stamina and because the windows aren't usually that long. So, like, I don't know. It depends on how long it is. But if we can get a bunch of spells in, it is basically a big spell heal, or a FP restore in a way, right? In the same way that, like, negating damage sort of serves the same purpose as healing. It's just, like, preemptive healing. It's just preemptive FP restoration because it doesn't use it. Now the question is that worth more than just getting the damage? Because getting the damage boost on magic is also like FP restoration because it means you need fewer spells to kill, although the scale is slightly different. I think this damage is more useful still in general because it affects everything when we have it active and it stays active longer. In the FP saved might be slightly different, but it means we kill sooner, which is valuable. Now the question is it worth as much as the stamina, which is possible, but... Because the stamina also makes it easier to cast spells because we don't run out of stamina as quickly. I don't know. Well, we might be able to test it out at some point. I forget what I was going to do. I got distracted by talking through the possibilities. So I guess this counts as it counts as a minor Erd tree. It's just, I mean, it is one. It's just that it was dead. Cool. You know, I didn't even process that this was right here on the map. Also, yeah, I guess this is all cliff. The cliffs are so weird in this game on the map because, like, this is all just cliff, but it's, like, kind of hard to tell that that's what it is. It looks like it would just be, like, a strange path. Oh, I was just gonna go look at that. Right. Oh, that's because that's what I was gonna say is. Which one is it? This one reduces casting time but consumes additional FP. But in combination with that cerulean hard tier or cerulean tier, hidden tier, like that means it's increased casting time, but also which means we get more spells in the window that is active, and also the additional consumption doesn't affect it. And that could be good in combination with that. Is it worth it over something else? Not sure. But it's an interesting consideration. Ow. Oh, I can't even use spells. I missed. I've realized I need to go get back to a grace so that I can get my, oh well, there's some flasks. Not all of them. Oh boy. That's just a hole. But there is a gap here I can jump. Which I guess I do. Because I've been through this all... Well, I haven't done... I can't get to this. Because this is from up here, or it's its own path. That is interesting, but this does not connect. We've seen this little point, and it's not jumpable from here. From this side. Ow, that's fire! Ow! Oh, we like that. So I guess if we had tried to come up this way, which we could have, this is the Altus Plateau, I think. Which, this is like the way you would think to come. It actually blocks you off, so you actually do have to get warped up. There's no obvious way to get up there without the warp. Dog. Oh boy, we're getting invaded. Well, dog. There's the invasion. I am low on flasks. Okay. Doesn't matter though. This is made easy with this. Ow. Wrong button. You got a lucky roll there. Do I get one more? Alright. Ow. Come on. I don't want to get hit. So close. No, come on! If I just had flasks, it would have been easy. I could have just flasked up. Ah, so annoying. Alright, well, at least we don't have to fight the boss again. We can just run back down here. Or if I had another cerulean flask, also would have been easy, because I could have just used the night comet. Ugh, annoying. I gotta make sure I get those runes. Better not fall off a cliff somewhere. And gotta make sure I don't die to the freaking dogs that are gonna be up there. The dogs are just, man, one of the most annoying types of enemies, just because, like, they're just so hard to hit, and they hit you, and, like, they're not even that strong or anything. It's just, like, it's just a pain. Should be fine to ignore these, right? What are you looking at? Dumbo? Alright, where are you? Let's go. There you are. Okay. We're just gonna do this the easy way. Bye. Sacred Butchering Knife. Anastasia, Tarnished Eater. What is... Is that a weapon? Was that the weapon they were holding? No, probably not. Those things don't usually drop those. They usually drop key items slash usable items or something. Because they usually drop stuff related to the PvP, I feel like. Maybe it was a weapon of... Or is it a talisman or something? No. Maybe it was. Oh yeah, there it is. Sacred Butchering Knife. Not enough strength or dex to use it. Ogress Anastasia. Restores a very small amount of HP when it squarely strikes an enemy. Huh. Corpse Stench Shack. Golden Vow. Oh, that's right. That was why I wanted to increase my stamina, is to hold a seal. Increases attack and defense. See, these buffs could be nice to just have. I have 47 FP, jeez. What was the other heal? There it is. Look, it's this standard shack, this same one that we've seen everywhere. Actually, this one's slightly different. It doesn't have, like, the connecting bits. Never mind. It's not the same shack. I need another 10,000 runes for the level. Let's try not to die before that. Oh, it's these things. Oh, it's these, the torture... The, like, Iron Maidens. That we saw... in, Okay, you saw me. Wow, you just obliterated that. Oh, wow, I got smacked. I'm dead. Oh, my runes. Okay. Just gotta run, though. Ugh, they are stronger, presumably, than the ones over there. Not that they seem that strong, but they're at least strong enough to be probably scaled up. Because I assume I could handle the one back there pretty easily nowadays. But who knows? Man, the spells are just kind of expensive against some of those enemies. If that was gonna die in two, like without having to risk getting hit, then I would have just taken the free runes. But I wasn't sure if I was gonna get attacked in the middle of swinging. So weird. I'm gonna miss that jump eventually. Like get shot partway down. There's more dogs here? What the heck? Can we not? Just get my runes. Then we can think about how we're gonna do this. Oh my goodness, is that one bigger? Oh no, it's just two of the same. I thought I saw a third one that looked huge. you see me? Yes. I was looking at my... I forgot, the inside is where it's vulnerable. Ow. I'm dead. Bye-bye. I mistimed it. I dodged too early. If I can dodge that hit, it's just free to kill. Gotta remember that. It's just, that's scary. It's so scary because it sticks its tongues out. I wish there was a freaking bonfire down there. It's so far. There must be one nearby. I must have missed it, or it must be like shortly past that. It's so far away. I can't. I mean, the frost worked. But I could do the frost first from a distance, then just try to get in close, dodge the tongues, and then stab it. The stab should kill it pretty quickly. If it's frostbitten, and I'm stabbing its inside, that should pretty much just kill it. Quickly, I would assume, especially, like, if I can proc bleed. It really shouldn't be an issue. But... doesn't mean I think there's, like... guaranteed to be okay. 'Cause for one, I have to dodge the tongues, which it's not even that hard. It's just I get antsy because it's like scary and I don't want to dodge too late. But I just need to wait because the problem is when I try to dodge early, it just catches me on the end. Okay, I actually dodged it, I think. Gives me a chance to think about how I'm going to do this. Alright. Like, I could just do this. Come on. I didn't have the frostbite triggered, I guess. Ow. Dang it. Ow. They do like just over half my health, unfortunately. Die. Okay, we're fine. I mean, it's not like we need to kill them all. We can kind of just sneak past them, but I kind of want to be clear of the area so I can look around. Oh, that one's different. That's scary. I definitely don't want to be fighting more than one at once. So that's just... okay. Fight them all at the same time. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea for sure. Oh! I hear the other one. I'm gonna die. That's not great. There's a dog too? I swear. I thought I dodged. Oh my goodness. Goodbye. The freaking dog. If you mash, you can get our grabs faster. Oh, that makes sense. But I'm dead there regardless. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how fast it would have gotten out, because I was pretty close to full health. But yeah. I might have been dead there regardless, but that's a good thing to keep in mind. I mean, I don't... Like you said, I don't know if it necessarily would have helped. Because I don't really have that much health. I just kind of die if I get hit too hard. But something good to keep in mind. Alright, have a good night. See ya. Why did I lock that? I don't... Oh, man. I just wish there was a bonfire. I feel like one must have missed it. There's gotta be one or something. Just because coming back here is so annoying. I was all the way over here, dang. Okay, so they weren't getting frostbitten also, for the record. So the frostbite's pointless. For some reason I thought it was proccing, but it definitely wasn't. I like used so many it didn't do anything. Which makes some sense, right? Like they're pretty artificial. A lot of times those kind of, I mean, they definitely won't well, I don't know, they do have like meat on the inside. But a lot of times these constructs are immune to a lot of the status, understandably. How do I want to do this then? So these wheels seem to slide at you, and they also open up. I don't know the pattern to this as well. Alright, I got out. Dodged early. Alright, we should get the kill here though. Yeah, that's not too bad, because they're pretty linear. The spinning ones are more annoying, actually, the attack pattern. That one just runs at you in a straight line, and it's not too hard. Oh, there's a fire one over there, too. Should probably just take this while I'm here. Does so much damage. Ow. I always forget just how much that blade does. Or the transient moonlight projectile does. It actually does like more than one of those. It does more than I feel like the comet shard does. So at which point I should be using that instead. If that's because it's also cheaper? I have to check that. That might not be true. $24. This one's 19. So this is cheaper, but this is now, if that's the case, I just use this only for things that can dodge. Although the transient moonlight is kind of hard to dodge, or at a farther distance. Which, my numbers I determined, that's definitely more useful than this. Even though, because the damage is similar, but it's cheaper. This is cheaper, but as long as okay, also I should be taking advantage of the time I have this active. Okay, so the range on that is the main issue. Sketchy. Got him. I got hit first too. Come on. At least they restore my flasks. Rune 8, nice. Where? There it is. Get over here. Where's my spell? Circle, there it is. Oh, that's scary. Oh, okay, I should be alive. Last time I was able to mash out with enough health here that I should be fine. Okay. Come on, let's go. Alright, no problem. Alright, well now my buff is worn off, so now I can get back to looking at numbers. So yeah, because I determined, and against anything that dodges, this is very clearly better than the Comet Shard. Because this just misses so much. Against things that don't dodge, of course, this is still better. But still worth the trade-off, especially since things that can't dodge, as long as they're in range, I'd rather be using the Moonlight, I think. Let me check how much damage, or how much that costs. That was the other question. Yeah, it only costs 20, so it's still cheaper, and it does more damage with the Heavy. The Light is cheaper and probably does similar damage, or if not less. I haven't really used the Light in a while, though. I guess I should try it just to see the damage numbers. Yeah, it's a lot less. I don't know, maybe. Alright, well, thankfully they're not attacking me, so while they're doing this, I'm just going to be a caster. And then I'll kill them afterwards. Alright, now you all can die. Okay, what did we hear? Material leaf. Definitely could level up. So hopefully there's a bonfire here, as I've been suspecting there ought to be any time now. Any day now. Might be nice. Camp. There's got to be a freaking bonfire somewhere around here. Just keep mashing. They'll die eventually. Okay, there's a bonfire. Honestly, still farther than I thought it would be by like 50%, but I found one eventually. Let's get our next level. Alright, so now this puts me up to... Because I'm getting, what, 9 points of intelligence? 43 off of 32. 11 points. Oh, right, because it's 6 and then 5 off the talisman, right? That's so. And I need to get to 52, so I need to get 41. I'm at 32 now. Well, I need 9 more points. All right, 9 more levels of intelligence to switch up our staff. This is a whole other area. Oh, we're above whatever's down here. Ooh, I might need to warp back to to do this section. Because I don't know that I want to go to this new section quite yet. Okay, so maybe we just go back down here. Whoa. That is Patches. Let me see if I'm going to investigate the path towards Volcano Manor, see if I saw anything, if there's any way up there to get to some of those buildings and things. Might not be from here. But may as well give it a look. It's so yellow. It's kind of nice. Even though it does make, as I've mentioned, bonfires and such very hard to see. Ooh, there's a thing here. Oh, I missed. Get back here. Sacred Order. Oh, there's a thing up here. Ruins. Oh, and the Catacombs. The Catacombs. Oh, there's a statue for Catacombs. Perfumer's Ruins. Is that what you are? Are these perfumes? Oh, explodey. Okay, bubble shield's gone. That's cool. I like that idea. They're just using perfumes and potions. That's not an enemy. The Altus blooms look like bonfires. Just the one guy. Oh! Okay, let's kill this guy. I'm dead? Wild. Oh, there's a stake. That's nice. Oh boy, I don't know exactly what, I thought it was just the potion, in which case the perfume, which if that blew me up, that's scary. In which case I do have to be careful when I'm grabbing these runes, because you're dead. Ow. I got poisoned. Cut him off. I was about to die there. Poison's annoying. Let's just try to clear out this area while we can. I do have a lot of... I still have a few more potions, but... Let's go kill this perfumer. Oh, you saw me. You saw me, so you will die. Got a bottle. Oh my goodness. Well, man, they got like 310 health. A single hit. I'm at this threshold where so many times my single hits aren't gonna kill. Or like, I'm always not quite at the breakpoints. Omen Killer. Remember to roll out the progenitor of the Omen Killers and a perfumer of antiquity. Okay, they don't do anything special. They're just flavor equipment. Oh, okay, let's go the correct side and grab that. I wonder if there's a chamber or something in this ruin. The perfume bottle maybe was the treasure here. I don't know. That's kind of a weak treasure. More stuff up here. Oh, there's a Miranda flower up here. Well, I'm already poisoned. I don't have to worry about that at least. Oh boy. Well, I can ignore the poison at least. At least until this wears off. Alright, with the frost and this damage amp, this should just kill, right? Oh, not quite. Oh, there's the chamber. Was that open this whole time and I just ignored it? Or did it open because I killed the thing? I don't know. My brain did not process what just happened. Another perfumer bottle. So, like I mentioned, right, we have the pots, the cracked and ruined pots, and now this is a new level of pot. Well, I don't know if it's a new level. I think it's just another side, like a side grade to the pot. It's like a different set of things. Probably does buffs mostly. I don't know, though. We'll see. I haven't found any recipes for them, I don't think. Actually, I haven't looked. Maybe I already have recipes for them. You know, I bet that's what the treasure here is. Oh, I do have one. Spray mist. Release acid mist from the mouth. Oh, okay, so it is not just buffs, but it's like it's from you instead of just being a thrown item. But I assume there's probably one that gives us a shield like they're using. Oh, the poison's gone. Okay, let's heal. Well, let's go into the chamber, and then we can make sure we've cleared everything upstairs. But let's grab this so we don't miss it, or forget it, or lose track of it. Perfumer's Talisman. Yeah, that makes sense. Wonder what it does. Raises potency of perfume items. Yeah, it makes sense. There it is. This is the Perfumer's Ruins. I think I could go down that. Oh, I can go down this way also, but I was gonna say, I think I could jump down that safely, but not yet. These Altus blooms, so all the pick-upable stuff always glows, but these Altus blooms just so blend in so much more with a lot of stuff. Oh, I don't want to get poisoned again. Back up to completely full strength. No need to kill those. So there's this swamp. There's also a path this way. There's also the Catacombs sign, which also points this way probably. Let's just check this swamp. I wonder if this water is safe. Oh, it is. It's just regular water. I don't need to fight these, probably. I mean, maybe there's an item under them or something, but the flowers are such a pain to fight. It's so slow. Just run through, steal their items. What are the plants going to do to stop me, right? Turtle. What are these plants standing around? Something? Unclear. So we will ignore them. Okay. That's the lake sorted. As far as I can tell. This is the way forward from that bonfire, so we won't go that way. Let's go back, continue on this way once more. Let's go down that path we saw. Oh, we'll also grab the Catacombs signal. Goat. Are you an enemy? You are. Oh, you're a perfumer. Die. Okay, that's gross. I'm not going into that poison cloud. I finally got free of the poison and actually managed to fully recover. Okay. It's literally inches from me. To be honest, that statue was unnecessary because I would have seen that literally. I saw it right as I went up to press it. I saw the door and I went, oh. Which is why I started looking away, and then I went, wait, let me make sure that's it. And in fact, it was. What a helpful statue. I guess, you know, I imagine there's probably a statue for every one. So, but for this one, which is like kind of just on the path and not really that hidden, they just went, okay, just put the statue next to it. I guess. Do I have to use the stone sword key for this one? Oh, I do. It's not just freely opened. 2 keys? How many keys am I down to? 9. Okay, I actually kind of have a lot. I think because I've now, ever since realizing how useful they are, I just buy them and whenever I see them and such. Alright, Catacombs. Unsightly Catacombs. Is it going to be dark because we're going to have no sight because it's unsightly? It is kind of dark, actually. Ah. Ugh. You are unsightly. It's these guys. They're not very strong, though, thankfully. They might hit kind of hard, though, so I got to be a little bit careful. Alright, you die. Dodged early. Man, the bleed didn't proc until you were already dead. Rolled early again. Oh, I started spamming rolls. That was dumb. I could see it coming. I could have timed it just on reaction, but I got nervous and I started spamming. Alright, the big one, let's try to take out safely. The small ones are not a threat. Ugh, activating the lantern's gonna get annoying, but so it goes. Alright, where are you? I wonder if I can get the... Yes. That's what we like to see. Right, there's the other one. Let's see if I can get the jump on that one too. Does this go all the way around? Indeed it does. It's just a loop. Alright, free then. Now your turn. I timed that meaty on, well, I don't know if it was meaty, but I timed the wake up to just try to hit it as soon as I could, because I can't hit them when they're on the floor very easily. I can't hit them OTG, but off the ground, but getting a big hit right on wake up obviously is nice. Let's check our corners. I hear him sleeping. Is that it up ahead? Yeah. Pew, pew. Ow. let's just keep to the arc for now. The arc at least kills the other random stuff if they're in the way. Spell. The Swift Shard's not very helpful. It's easier to just go with the sword in this case because it's so confined. Ooh, I actually think I could jump down there. I may have to. Oh, let me catch this guy. Oh, I was gonna say, I wish I had the critical charm for this situation, but it didn't even get the crit anyway, so irrelevant. Oh, I just walked down here. No need to jump. Or maybe there is. This is not the same. This is the door. The door is so deep on this one. Oh, I do have to jump down to get the switch, because that was the switch I just saw up there. Right there. Hello? Man, where did you come from? You are scary. Where is that? Is that here? No, it doesn't look like it. But I guess I dropped down here. Oh my goodness. This was maybe a bad idea. Oh, these are mostly bodies. Okay. I see, it's bait. Winged Misbegotten. I thought they were all alive. You are, at least. Thankfully, I have targeting that tells me which ones are alive. Alright, all dead. There it is. Let's go around and get that sparkly. Ooh, a bunch of them. Prattling pate. Apologies. Oh. Does this connect? Oh, this is where I came from. This is where I want to be. I just need to drop down, right? There it is. Okay, boss time, I guess. Let's hope it's an easy one. Ow. I got some healing out. I need to get the heal. This is so annoying. It just keeps swinging. Oh my goodness. I just needed to heal so I could build. I just needed to build space first. Oh my goodness. So annoying. Now I gotta make it all the way back down there without dying. This. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna ignore most of the enemies, but I can't ignore all of them. Wow, they don't hit hard at all. Ow, that hurt. Like, okay. I can ignore this, right? By just jumping down. Or by walking past them. We're good. This is fine. They're sleeping up there. We just ignore them. Oh, we can't just jump. Well, there's some down there if I jump down, so there's no. That's not helpful. Let's just kill this one, and then it's just up ahead. big guy might try to drop in, but we can just ignore him. Alright, let's get the runes. Also, let's take this. There's my runes. I just lost like 12,000 runes or something. The freaking lock-on actually killed me because I rolled past the runes because I was not rolling the way I was trying to. I meant to go pick him up and then roll out of the way, but because he moved, my direction got changed. So annoying. It's also kind of annoying. It's partly my fault for dying there because I died so deep in, I had to run past him to get the runes. Ow. I didn't think it would get me. I just was running past everything because I didn't think it mattered. Which, frankly, I don't think it does, but... Alright, well, now that we're here, we're really just gonna do it this way. Now that I can just attack from here. This route is so much more annoying. But I need to kill this so it doesn't get the buff and just so it doesn't hit me from range. And now I can fight this. This should be easy. Relatively, at least. It just doesn't let up. That's the annoying part. Grab my runes too. Oh my goodness. So freaking annoying. Okay, maybe I do go for it first. I don't know. Also, those runes, probably not worth it. It's like 1,000 runes. Whatever. If I don't get them, it's fine. It's not worth taking the damage over or like messing the rhythm up for. The 12,000 runes was 1,200, less so. Man, it's just got so much reach. It just like jumps out and gets you instantly. I guess I should be using my katana there, or trying to transient moonlight it just to get the stagger in or something, because it does do pretty decent stagger. Alright, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. After I kill one, I do want to switch off of the arc also, but... As long as I can line it up, I can kill this along the way while I'm hitting this. It's just not always lined up. That was lucky. Managed to roll out of that. Come on! Oh, it's so relentless. It just doesn't let me make space. Alright. But the problem is I keep wanting to use the arc because I want to hit the perfumer too. I did a lot to the perfumer just through the Misbegotten at the start there. Just before the positioning got too out of hand. The thing is, the perfumer's really not that scary. It's not doing very much. It's giving shields, which whatever. It's just they pop, and that's fine. And it's I mean, it would be scarier if it was hitting with more range damage, because that's the reason I wanted to kill it first, because I don't want to have to look at it. But it's not doing the spells that much. So I don't know how much I care. Like, it might be worth it to just try to kill the Misbegotten all at once. Or, like, as fast as possible. And I can lead off with the Arc, and then I could go into the Transient Moonlights. That's probably the best option, because the Transient Moonlight is a lot faster. And it staggers a lot more. That's what I was looking for. Okay, I got some healing in. That's all that matters. Nope. Freaking camera. Heal, 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 heal. Good. Alright, you're done, so. Alright, now it's easy. I guess we'll pick these up. Is it 0? It's 0. Doesn't matter. Bye-bye. Alright, focusing it with the Transient Moonlight was definitely the right option. It just staggers, and that makes such a big difference that it can't just power through. Perfumer Trisha. Alright, that's all we're getting here. It's fine, I guess. No Death Root or nothing. Alright, fair enough. We out then. I guess I should heal up. May as well. Alright, so I think there's not much else over here, right? Should be good on this section. Oh wait, no, there was another path downward, wasn't there? Past this way? Or was that it? Oh, that was it. Oh, never mind. That was the path. So this is all just, because yeah, that's water, this is a cliff. Okay, so this is all clear. From here, we could go up this way. That's probably, well, that is where we're supposed to go next, I guess, now that I look at it. Because we've been on this just leads us up to here. I don't know that I explored it that thoroughly, but I think I did run past it and look around while I was doing that. I don't remember seeing anything. I guess we'll run through it once more just to be clear. Chunky. Ow. Probably should have just ignored it. Whatever. Drink this, and then you die. I mean, got us a few thousand runes at least. Well, like 2,200 by killing both of them. Probably wasn't worth the time though, because I'm just running past right now. It's just hard to turn down when I see enemies. It's just like, might as well kill them, right? I could see there being something out here that I missed. but it doesn't seem that there is. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. You fightable? I don't think so. I don't think this fight's reasonable yet. Oh wait, that's right. I fought you and you just ran away. I remember now. What? I mean, that's so scary. It's so cool. That's so scary. Ignore you for now. Ancient Dragon Lance. Did I come over here? I can't even remember. Do I have that in my notes? Alright, you're gone. Let me check my notes. I don't think I do. I forgot to write it down. Okay, I didn't see it in my notes. Maybe it's written twice now. But we're not going to do that right now. It just seems too difficult, too intimidating, if nothing else. Although, the damage I was doing seemed like I could grind it out. I was afraid if I get hit, I'm probably just going to die. And the other thing is, I'm pretty sure I did try to fight it once, and it just flew away at some point. Or maybe I'm thinking of a different dragon? It's not clear. Ow. I mean, I could try. It's right here. It's just calmly sitting here now. Oh, did it see me? Yes. I can't see you, but I'm keep slicing. Yeah, see, now it's just gone. Alright. That's what happened last time, too. Didn't even hit me this at all. It just ran away. It knew I was too strong. He knew what was coming for him. Hello, person.
Ah.
Oh, it's
meet
you.
again.
Yeah, hi.
In truth, it's been smooth sailing for me. The scarlet rot has stilled since last we met.
I'm glad to hear that.
As such, I've been able to continue my journey. Though rather vexingly, I realized that if I still had my sword arm, I could have aided you in battle.
It's okay, I understand.
Now I'm tracing the path Melania took, after unleashing the power of the scarlet rot.
You did
during
help us
her
fight that
battle
dog
with
that one
General
time.
Radahn in the Caelid Wilds. I should like to meet her. This vanished woman. I think she's in the north.
Interesting.
In the lands that lie beyond the Erd Tree.
Beyond the Erd Tree, beyond the wall.
Now, she's passed into...
Oh, I don't have any of that part of the map yet. Okay, so this is where my brain thought to go, but let me just grab this bonfire, and this is a section we have not done yet. Oh, I did grab the seed already. Did I already grab this bonfire? Oh, I did. Because I also grabbed the seed, as I recall. Alright, so the map is just up here somewhere. I could just mark it. You know, in retrospect, I probably should have been doing that to begin with, because it shows me where that is. There's another catacombs here, though. So let's go do that. And also, let's go up this way anyway, because this is a section we can do now. So the only thing is now that marker's going to be on my map forever, which I guess doesn't really matter. The Beast Eye Quivers. Oh, because there's a death root here. Because there's a Tibia Mariner. Hello? Since when can you do that? These Tibia Mariners are much scarier than I remember. Where are you, boatman? I guess it transformed in some way. Come on. Are you? Oh, you are a skeleton. This isn't even the Tibia Mariner. Okay, I gotta go find the boatman. They must be hiding somewhere. This is just one of its attacks, or like a summon. Where are you, boatman? There you are. Yeah, you're just over here. Skeletons. Stop splashing. No splashing in the pool. Alright, where'd you go, boatman? Ugh, gotta go find you. You have so much space to roam on this lake. Oh! There you are. That's not what I care about. Oh my goodness. Drink that. Get our sorcery damage up. I don't know why I'm doing this. I should just be. There we go. All right, you're done, Zo. Free. No, 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 no. You're dead. You're dead also. Thank you. Death root. Tibia's summons. Cool. I gotta go level up some of these ghosts. Some of these ghosts seem like they're pretty cool. Oh, I didn't kill you? I wanna go see where that Catacombs is also. just get it marked. It looks like it's over this way anyway, so let's just turn. Oh wait, I already did mark it. It is this way. Alright, let's explore this giant ruin. This is a big ruin. Might be, it looks like it's in the ruin, in fact. Very well could be. Man, skeletons are dumb. They just rely on their ability to reassemble. That's all they got going for them. Wait, I should do all this lower ruin section first, because this part ascends upward. Should do all this stuff on the lake here. I didn't really see much, but good to be sure. I whiffed. Slowly gaining our flasks back, one by one. Ow, come on. No, that's where I just was. That's the other ruins. Or no, that's... No, I haven't been there. Oh, because it's on this side of this, which I haven't done yet. I just came up here, I grabbed that, and then I came this way. So I haven't done any of this section, because I haven't unlocked the corresponding area yet. Although that I could have done, but it's okay. I just gotta remember that I haven't. I say that as though I expect to remember. Okay, so actually, I don't know if I can get up into all of... Well, I can definitely get... Oh, this might be from this side. I don't know if this is traversable. I thought it might be some weird jaggedy section, but it might just be all those giant rocks. Which may be impassable. It might just be a section of the map that's there to be a barrier. Skeletons are gonna keep running at me. I'm just gonna kill them. Oh! Bro. Always one flask short every time. I just keep using one, gaining one. You before this guy gets over here. Let's get my flask, yes. Last flask. Last flask? Last flask. Recovered. Hi, goats. See you later then. Alright. We're getting... Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, we gotta find the chamber soon. And here it is. Oh, it's... Okay. Alright, alright. Here's your key, you darn imps. This better be worth it. Probably won't be. What do we think we're gonna have here? Oh, a bunch of skeletons. Lovely. Should have killed the caster first. This is questionable. Doesn't matter though. Ow. Ow. So I wonder if it'll give me that spell that it just used. I could see that being the reward then. The big explosive spell. Oh no, it's Talisman. Pearl Drake +1. And that's... +1 makes it even better, but I don't really have the slot right now, because both of them I'm using for important things. Because this one, the Drake Talismans are negations, and there's like the specific 4, and then there's Pearl, which is just all of them. But by less, but the Greatly one, that's just boosts all of our negations. Probably a decent amount, but it could be worth it, considering my health and defense is one of my weaknesses currently. But I need the intelligence boosts, and I want the extra strong sorceries. Or extra magic damage, really, is what it is, I think. There could be something in here, too. Wait, I think I've already been here. Nope, I haven't. Ooh, I almost have enough for another level. I would have it if I didn't get my runes obliterated. Oh, here's the Catacombs. Well, oh, I'm still short. If I could just go kill some stuff right at the beginning, I should have it. Because I need 36 something. Alright, this one, the door's at the top. Which is much nicer. What does this do? Oh, behind me. Pleasant. I almost got hit by it. Maybe I should have just cracked a rune, actually. I just figured there'd be enemies close that I could kill and get my level. I mean, there probably are. It's just, I'm getting to the point where it's kind of annoyingly far. Oh, another one of these rooms. Is there anything up top? Actually, no. Fix. Oh my goodness, my runes. It's not gonna have been worth it. I can't believe I died there. I got hit and then I got nervous. I started playing too scared. That's how it always goes. I die because I'm too scared. If I had just been confident, I probably could have killed the one and then I would have been fine. It's just because there was the second one throwing stuff at me. Oh my goodness, I didn't rest. It's okay, I can just warp to it at least. Where is it? There it is. I didn't touch it even! Oh, that's a mistake. I just ran right by it? Oh my goodness. I'm so dumb. Okay, it's just gonna be skeletons though. I killed the Tibia Mariner. It's just gonna be skeletons. Just gotta run past them. I can't believe I didn't even touch it. Oh, the dragon too. Nope, dragon's gone. I don't understand the dragon rule. It's kind of like ran over that dog. Wind ham. I love me some windy ham. Tasty. Alright. It's fine. It's just annoying, but fine. Let's actually touch this Grace. Let's go get the runes. Let's not fall off this cliff. That's right here, because I didn't send the thing back up. Oh! Forgot about the trap. It's fine. What a cheesy trap. So dumb. Let's jump too far. I'm I'm playing way too fast and loose with 35,000 runes. I need to just grab them and go back. Grab the runes, grab the runes. Alright, let's just run back. I mean, again, I kind of want to just fight him, but on the other hand, I don't want to have... Well, now that this is here, it's much less scary. Oh, there's a thing there. Well, that's good to notice. Because I can just... I'm pretty sure... Well, let's actually check the number of runes. So I don't crack unnecessary runes. I think I need like 300 though. Or I'm not 300, 600. Like 3 of the 200s. Oh no, I need 5. I thought it was closer to 36. Alright, let's just crack 5 of them real quick. Crack. Okay. 8 more. 8 more. Let's see if I can grab that glove wart on the way down. Nice. Let's send it back up. It's not falling in this hole. Let's go deal with these freaking gargoyles. What the? Was this a statue? No, it's just telling me there's gargoyles. Okay. Ow. Annoying. Freaking... Oh my goodness. Bonking the sword against the wall actually caused me to get hit there. So annoying. Are you gonna jump at me? Hi. Got another buddy? No, just you? Alright. Come on. Oh! I was about to be like, I know all your tricks, you can't get me, and then the other one got me. That was pretty funny. What a narrow hallway. Oh boy. Alright, they do bleed, eventually. Oh, there's so many of them. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Ow. Come on. They're so slow. And I just keep getting hit by them. Okay. I don't even know what that trap, where that trap was. Okay, let's just do it this way. See how many if I can line them up. No. Oh, you're scary looking. Gotta drop in from above, come from around. Okay, it looks like it's gotta come from around the other side or something. What's that trap? What did that fire at? Where did it even fire? I heard it firing and I didn't even see where. Okay. Come on. I really thought I'd get another hit in first, so that's why I was just spamming. I wasn't afraid. But then it got hit. Then I got hit for most of my health. Less than ideal. I guess I come in from around from up here? I don't know, just keep following the path. Oh, more keys required. Ow. The freaking traps. What the I didn't even see you. What in the world? I did not even know you were there. No, I heard another one. No, I don't know what I heard. Lightning Scorpion Charm. Holy Attack. Lowers damage negation. No, it's this one. Lightning Attack. I see. I wonder if it's specifically lightning damage negation or just all of them. I guess all of them. Either way, not important. The only one I would consider would be the magic one. Which... Alright, we're clear there. Oh, it's one of these rooms. I see. I'm meant to go under. Is it just there? They're so annoying. There's another one over there. Oh, this is the switch. Bro. So stupid. So dumb. I was too busy running away from that one. I ran right into the other enemy. Because it had like a heavy sword instead of the short bleed claws they normally have. So it took so much longer to swing. Oh, I almost stepped on it. I didn't even get to the switch. It's so far. Okay, I really need to try not to get hit. I really should just be zapping so that I don't have to deal with getting close and dealing with the blades. It's kind of annoying though. Okay. I mean, so the thing is, I could probably survive another hit. It's kind of sketchy, but I'm gonna try. One here. See, like this room. Okay, this is fine. These are not scary. They're just slow. And annoying to hit. Bit by bit. Do I need to fight them all? I don't really want to. At the same time, I don't want them to be coming in and interrupting me while I'm doing other stuff. I guess they're really not that hard. I can be hitting more than one at once. Just need to make sure I don't get grabbed. Gonna reset my stamina. That was close. I actually almost got hit there. Okay, we're making good progress. This is going pretty fast, thankfully. And we're not using all our flasks. All right, you get zapped. Trap. I almost stepped on it, just advancing. Okay, this room was clear. There's another one up here. Where are you? There's one up there. Can I reach it from here? No. Not with that, at least. Maybe... Whoops. That'll do. Acceptable. There's nothing else up here. So just run across, activate the thing, and then I might go below too. But I need to get my runes first. Get staggered. Get obliterated. I don't want to lose these runes. And where's this imp? There you are. I swear. It almost got me. Come on. Alright, you want to just fight me from there? I'll just kill you from here then. That works. That works for me. I like that. Just the speed of it when it goes up into the spikes is so goofy. It just goes, wah, bam. Alright, let's go back down now. And try to check underneath. Make sure that it's droppable. It looked like it was. Oh yeah, we're good. Oh yeah, this connects to the other room that we saw. Okay, cool, perfect. Let's just not die down here because it's so far away. I don't want to have to come back here. Especially now that I've got the door. Oh, it's just from above. Okay, I see. I saw it that time. Can't even... Oh, I do see holes up there. I didn't even see them before when I was looking. Sparkles. Oh, a crab! I hate the crabs. There's no flippin' way. I needed to just get to the switch and get out. The crabs would not have been able to catch me. Oh my. I think I missed one sparkly too, but also my runes are all down there. Oh, I hate so much. Can I run past these enemies? Ugh, the gargoyles are kind of annoying to run past. Because they are pretty quick. I might try though. Because they're fighting them is very annoying. Whatever. You're gonna jump at me, you're gonna miss. You're all gonna miss, I'm gonna keep running. Oh, I don't know if I can get past this guy though. He's gonna follow me up the ladder. Ow. Climb. Oh, that was close. I almost died there. Go. We're fine, right? That's gonna close and not let them in. We're good. Look at that. What are you gonna do about it now? You're stuck up there. You dumbos. Okay, so before we go into the final chamber, I did miss one sparkly. I can grab the runes, grab the sparkly, hit the switch. Or not before, but when I go into that chamber, that's what I need to be doing as fast as possible. So here we go. Runes. Sparkle. Switch. Door. We're through. Okay, now I could kill the crabs for fun if I wanted. But you know, maybe. The other guy's also gone. He's not even here to fight me now. Hi, crabs. So that's nice. Ow. No. Alright, let's beat these crabs up real quick. Can I target the other one? Can't target either one. Oh, because of the door, I guess. Oh, no, too close. Ow. Oh, that was sketchy. I can't really target very well. Let's just fire it through the door, though. Come on. I guess his aim goes where I'm pointing directly. I guess that makes sense in retrospect. Alright, now we can just run back. We should be safe. Everything was chasing us, right? They're all just stuck over by the thing. Right? Nope. They are here. They've just retreated to their posts. Hi, bye. Alright, see ya. Oh, this is still down here. Get animation dodged. Because actually the door is up to the top at the top for once, so I actually did not want to send it back up that time because I made it out. I dodged it. Okay. Oh yeah, I should heal. I was gonna say I don't need to heal, right? I'm basically full, but I guess I should get the flasks. Again, these bosses are usually pretty glass cannony in these catacombs, so I don't know that the flasks are really gonna come into play. Usually it's just a matter of, do I blow them up before they blow me up? but might as well have access to the resources. It's good to have the option. Alright, it's one of the dogs. Time to dodge. Ow. Bye-bye. Get stabbed in the chest. First try, no damage. Glovewort Picker's Bell Bearing, yes! We like to see that. Get our Gloveworts, we can go upgrade the spirits more easily now. Although it's gonna be, what, 1 and 2 probably? I guess I could probably check here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. But you know what? Something. That's a, I mean, that's a pretty acceptable reward. Right. I don't think there's anything else up here because it turns out I cannot get there from this side. Maybe I should check that, see if I can get down towards that cave opening, but I don't think so. I think that's actually from below. Because I think this ends here. Yeah. Yeah, it's right there. Well, up there. Okay. So that's everything up here. So now we go back to this side. Maybe I'll go to the round table, actually. Do I have... I think I have, I mean, I have definitely some runes from that fight, at least, from that Catacombs. I had like 15 something. Oh, I went to 31. Okay, so I have a lot of runes to spend. I feel like I don't talk to these people enough, and they probably have stuff to say and side quests to give. Oh yeah, you're in there. Alright, how many of these 1, 2s, and 3s? Oh, wait, was that Ghost or Grave? I think it was Grave, right? Did I have the Ghost? Well, either way, I got both now. I don't know which one I just picked up, but... 7, 18, 9, 9, 8, 11. I also have the 1 and 2 smithing stones, which are not as helpful. I mean, it's good to have them. But it just means our choke point's higher, which I guess is fine. We could test out levels up to level 6 or whatever on any weapon.
Greetings, are you here for...
Yeah, let's level some of this stuff up. Let's actually look if there's anything. Oh, so these are the special ashes. These are the ones that require Ghost. And these are all Grave. So these presumably should be stronger. They are pretty expensive though. Oh, this one requires health. That's right. Some copies summons a copy of you, right? Yeah. So right now what I have equipped, jellies and wolves. The dogs are nice because it makes 3 of them. Even if they're not super strong, they're just a distraction. That's the main reason I want to have the spirits for, right? Is to distract. Like having the sorcerers is a cool idea, but like they're just gonna end up dying or serving the same, or like leaving me out to die, right? Which sort of defeats the purpose. Like I'm a better sorcerer than they're gonna be, presumably. This could be good, right? This is similar to dogs, but they might be a little hardier. 5 demi-humans. That, I mean, just by numbers, that's pretty legit, right? This is also 5, but I'm pretty sure they just are really weak and would get blown up instantly. It's got to be fast enough to pester them. Like, the Miranda Spirits is 3, but they're too slow. And also it's an HP cost 1, which can be okay. Ooh, 5 Great Shield Soldiers. That's also 5, and they're strong. They've got good blocks. It's kind of cool. Might have to test some of these out. The thing is, it's kind of expensive, but I had the realization that you can only use it once per fight or whatever. Like, that's kind of... I sort of intuitively knew that, but, like, I didn't really... I confirmed that that's the case, which makes me see the value of them a little bit more, because if I can be using them constantly, I'd rather just be spending my FP on spells generally, like, because I don't know if it's going to be worth it. But if it's only once, I could see value in just throwing them out just to get a bunch of damage up front, or like later in the fight to get the distractions I need to get the damage later. So these are the renowned ones. These ones are actually like specific characters. Trisha was once known as a healer who dedicated her efforts to treating misbegotten, omen, and all those seen as impure. A tale akin to the origins of the Deathbed Companions. So I don't know what she does. Headless Knight who leads the Mausoleum Soldiers. Wields a lance enrobed in death and hurls spectral lances at foes. I mean, that seems pretty good. Sacrificed her life so that in death she could continue to protect a soulless... That seems pretty nifty. How much does it cost? So these are expensive, though. Although, not significantly more than some of these things. Man, now I can just freely level these things up to level... Oh, that's right. It's just 1 per. I forgot. Like, I could just give everything level 1 for free now. I mean, well, it costs runes. But, like, it almost feels like I should just level everything, all the ashes up, so I don't... Because, like, otherwise I mean, I chose the ones that I leveled up here to level 3. But, like, it's just the money is the only thing holding me back, which it is a lot of money. When it's all of them, it adds up. Although... Okay, so, like... Right. A lot of them I've already leveled up once, though. Kindred of Rot. I mean, certainly it feels like it might be worth it to just level them all up to 1 at least. Oh, I gotta go buy... Alright, let's just go buy some more. I actually don't need that many more. But I should buy enough 1s and 2s. And 1s, 2s, and 3s, I guess. I see, that's the thing. Now I can level them all up to 3. So that is the other choke. That's the other concern before, is I wouldn't have enough grave glove wards. But now that I have the bearing for them, it's not hard to have enough. I'm trying to remember how many there were. Like 20? 18 might be enough already, actually. But I'm not going to have enough to level them all up to 3 without buying more. And those are expensive enough to be not worth it, necessarily. Level 1 and 2, I could just get them all to pretty easily, I think.
Greetings.
Depends on if I have the runes. Let's just finish the level 1s first. Oh, I can just go like that. I see. They're all level 1. I have the level 1s, 2s, and 3s for this, too. Alright, everything's level 1 at least. Alright, that took like almost half my runes, and presumably the costs go up, and also there's ones that I would have to level up that I didn't before, so I definitely can't afford to get them all to 2. So let's see, the ones I was considering, the ones that give us a lot of stuff. Demi-Human Ashes 2. Great Shield Soldier. Cost-wise, a little bit more than the Wolves, but not too much. So like, look how cheap this is. It's just 1 guy, and this is 3 guys, or 5 guys, but they're it's so cheap. They must just die instantly. I mean, in theory, right, the cost should be indicative of how strong they are, which, man, this guy must be pretty strong. Twin Sage Sorcerer, but can't be as strong as me as a Sorcerer. The Sorcerers definitely probably are not helpful, to be honest, but... So these are already 3. Were there any others I was considering? Not really. Those were the ones that I thought might be worth it. And then between these, well, I'm probably not going to use this because the HP cost is so much, considering that my current HP is 790. That's most of my HP. That almost kills me. See, and actually, that's the one thing about the Miranda Flowers. It's like currently like a fifth of my HP, more. I don't know how helpful Perfumer would be. It's maybe support, or it's just caster of some sort. This seems like it could be good. I could just level them all, though. These are, well, just level this one. See, now the question is I could level them all higher, even, because I do have the glove warts, but I don't have unlimited glove warts. But I mean, that's probably, it doesn't matter. I gotta level something up, right? I have up to 6. Is 6 the max? Great. Oh no, 10 is the max. But I guess there must be ones in between up to that point, I would assume. Yeah, it looks like there's like 10 levels in general, I'm guessing. It's just that I've gotten to the 6th point, basically, in the game. I've gotten to the point where they're dropping, or I'm finding 6s. And I just randomly also have a couple of these from something, probably. Alright, let's not spend all the runes. I kind of want to see if I can level up any of my weapons, too. I actually don't think so, because I think all my weapons I've been leveling up pretty well, though. I do have a Somber Smithing Stone 6. Where's my... I guess the meteor... Oh, Meteorite Staff is what I'm using. That can't be upgraded, right. I forgot I was using that.
Back already, no matter.
That's why it's not showing up. These require 5s. See, I could level this. Would that actually make it stronger than my current? Not quite, although close. I kind of want to get to the point. I don't know how much more I want to level it, though, because I kind of want to get to the point where I'm leveling, where I'm using the this one or this one, right? This is the cast speed, this is strength, and they both make them more expensive. These both take Somber, though. So actually, could still just do it. I don't have much I'm spending regular smithing stones on at this point. Maybe a seal. Ten 5s. I can buy only 1s and 2s right now. I have a bunch of 3s and 4s, but I can't buy them. I'm surprised I can't, but unfortunately cannot. And it's 2, 4, 6. It costs 12 to fully get through the levels, so I would only be able to get 2 more levels. Probably not worth it right now, especially since I have the meteorite.
Back already, no matter.
Okay, for the Sombers, I have a 5. I have 1s. Oh, is it 6 that I'm on? I guess so. Because I only have 1 of 1, and that's my max level.
Back already, no matter.
Okay, probably don't use it right now. I mean, I could. I'm pretty sure this is going to be my end game sword. So it could be. It almost feels like I might as well.
Greet, are you here for spirit?
Alright, back to the spirit tuning then. We're going to spend some more. Oh, let me equip the ones that I want to try. And I think the jelly's not helpful as much as it's got a cute story. So I think I clear that. I mean, those are, might as well keep them. just equip all the ones that I am leveling up. It's kind of a lot to cycle through, but it's not like I use the items that often, so it should be okay. It's no more than the spells I have to cycle through, I suppose. I leveled this one up to 2, just for no real reason. I think I was thinking about leveling them all up to 2, and then I ran out of runes or something. Or I just picked one. This is the only other one that's leveled up for no reason. Everything else is level 1, and then the ones I'm using are higher. Oh, and jellies, but that's because I was using that. Alright. How do I want to test it, though?
Greeting, are you here for spirit?
I mean, I could go... throw them at the dragon if it'll spawn. Over here. See how they look. Ooh, assuming it'll let me spawn them too, actually. Either way, it's probably fine. I can just test them out as I get to it. Ow. Dragon. Whatever. Oh. I'm in combat. I think it might have just been with the enemies I ran past that one time, or the wolves. Give me your bones. Alright. Let's go get the map. And then we'll see about... Oh, wait. Let's do this also while we're here. I didn't realize it was literally inches from where I was or where the bonfire is. Somehow I didn't realize that. Why did I get off... Torrent? I think I need Torrent here. To keep climbing. Is Torrent even going to be enough? Please stop. Can I keep climbing? Can I get up there? How do I ascend? Do I have to do some parkour? Seems unlikely. Maybe I need to come around from the other side? It's working! Oh. I thought I was Skyrimming it. Wait, I am. Oh, I have it. I got it. Got it! Now I can maybe figure out how I was supposed to do it by going back down towards it. What? I didn't realize I got grabbed. Wild. So annoying. It just jumped on me like Diddy Kong and started stabbing me. Oh, there you are. Shield crash. Oh, I guess that's probably a tower shield or a great shield, whatever. The big shield. Only. Ash. Ooh, there's a chamber. Guess I'll finish checking up here, though. I don't think so. I don't think so. You don't get to jump on me. Stab me in the face. Not today. Not today, Zerg. Just cut them down. Oh, you're alive? There's so many of you. Backstab? Nope. Oh, you're a big boy. You die all the same. String, great, thanks. Alright, Golden Rune. Okay, let's go into that chamber before we lose track of it. Oh, it's a boss fight. Okay, sure. I'm good to go. Let's summon this guy. Demi-Human Queen Gillica. Oh boy. Ow. What happened to my magic? I'm dead. Yikes. Oh, my magic because I summoned the guy. Duh, I completely forgot. Alright, there's a stake here at least. That fight's... We got it down to half health. It's not too bad. Honestly, I might try a different summon just to try to distract, because if I can distract, that's going to be easy. So let's test out some of these other ashes. Make sure I grab my runes too. See? Look, how, this makes this so easy. Oh. Look at that defense they've got. Oh man, look. Easy. Okay. This is... I just have 5 guys with shields to stand in my way. They barely took any damage. Thanks, guys. Alright, goodbye. See ya. She didn't drop anything? I guess it's because there's a door here. That's the drop. It's not from her body. Demi-Human Queen defeated. Ritual Sword Talisman. Oh, there it is. Raises attack power when HP is at max. That's kind of cool. Is it all attack? Does that include the magic attacks? I don't know how that's... I assume it must. Because the other ones say, like, magic or whatever attack. And it doesn't say, like, it doesn't say, like, physical attack. I mean, as long as I can maintain max, that's pretty good. The question is, can I maintain max? This does go well with, like, crit charm. Right? Because that means your crits also do more damage. And then... if you're not full health, the crits will heal you back up, and then you can start doing extra damage. Like, any sort of reliable healing goes really well with this, obviously. The flasks are healing, but it means I need to be, like, hitting max them, which is fine. That's tempting. What would replace, though? The potency? I could see that, because this is specifically sword potency. Which is not raising my magic attack on my katana, I think. As far as I know. Because now, I mean, I am using spells a lot for damage, but for, like, I'm also using the katana a lot in general, and also just, like, the transient moonlight is just so strong when I can have openings for it, or chances to use it. Is there anything else I'd rather be using? The intelligence I need, and also is very good for all of my attack anyway. are all, so yeah, so these are like the stat boosts, right? Well, this is sort of a stat boost, but this is a boost to our flask stat. And then these are all straight up stats. This is negations. These are like attack type enhancements, right? Yeah, attack power of, and then this is sorcery stuff. So maybe this is physical stuff, right? And this is general, right? Skills, FP, perfume items, or this is just like miscellaneous. This is damage and impact of headshots taken. I don't know. I don't know. The categories are less obvious at this point. I think I do try this. Ooh, look, it's active. I guess. Oh yeah, and then twigs, of course. 31, 26, 26, 87, 26, 26. Yeah, it raises my right hand my sword by like 50 damage or 50 attack power. So the thing is, this attack power, the other stats are okay. 23, 23. That's just my fist. Those ones are meaningless. The 73 is also pretty meaningless because that's, I think, if you just swing with it. Oops, I took my helmet, my hat off. Don't want to take that off. Oh, it's because I was like, why did that take the boost away though? It's because it raised my maximum health. That's funny. I didn't think about that. That's not what I intended to do, but it worked. It still affected it. Presumably, this should increase my. Oh, but I don't know if it's. I guess it's attack power and not. I don't know. We could test it. We could just go. I could go somewhere and just test it on some stuff, some random mobs somewhere. I think I should, just because I'm really curious. I mean, I don't need to know the exact like values and how they compare. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff here. Oh, but I don't have. I need a. That's right. They're all afraid now. So I could test it. So like, let's do 708. The thing is, I don't know if these all have exactly the same. So that obviously lowered it. That's not surprising. Although, again, I don't know if these all have the same defenses, so it's not. This should be the same. This should be the same. 642, that's the same. Because that's the potency of sorceries, which is unaffected, therefore. So now it's about. Now the question is the spells. So let's just do like this. 244. Where are you? Where are the scaredy cats? Oh, there we go. So, with the potency charm, it's 244. Without it, 234. Oh wow, they have like exactly 200. What? That killed. Oh, that one might have just had lower health. Let's re-equip and make sure that that adds up correctly. Yeah, 244. Okay, that's to be expected. It's actually not a huge boost, but it is a boost. Now let's try this. 207. That's lower. That makes no sense. So, what do you know? Oh, it does raise it. That guy just has higher defense, I guess. I don't know. Not exactly clear. I think I cleared that area out before I went into the thing anyway, so I should be. I don't think I need to explore it any further. But it is a nice, convenient place right here. It's just right next to me to test because they don't fight back. Now that we've killed the queen. if I could get up there again. I also, wait, I realized I didn't figure out how to get up there. Although, I think I saw the path, right? It was by those front, the ones that I dodged at the very front. Oh, the 2/3 ward is because I was hitting him by surprise. So that's 189 as is. So 189 is the number I'm getting here. Alright, they still all scared? Nope, they stopped being scared. 189, 189. Okay, wait, can I? I'm not at full health though. Okay, it does raise that. 207. To 208. That might have just gotten blocked by the shield. 196. So it was 180 whatever, 184, 187. So this raises it a little bit, but actually when I'm at full health, the other one raises it more. So as long as I can maintain full health, that other one is stronger. You know, the problem is I don't have reliable healing, and it'd be nice to have a way to heal reliably. Like the crit charm. Man, they stopped being scared. I guess because we actually have reset the world, but even though the queen I'm pretty sure stays dead. So I think I do actually like, because not only, I mean I have to stay at max health, but it increases it by more, and also it increases my sword damage, which is very useful. Pow. I really gotta try to maintain the full health, though. But, I mean, it's a pretty hefty buff, as long as we're at full health. I remember seeing stuff that would heal, but, well, okay, now it becomes even more valuable to get that healing incantation, because if I can get the heal, then I can spend FP on it instead of having to spend a flask. For like small scale heals especially. Because my flask currently heals like my full health, so it's kind of overkill if like on small heals. But if I do the small heal, or even just like the heal over time, like when I take damage, it'll heal me back up to full and might even give me a little bit of a buffer. So that's, I think, actually probably the way to go. Oh, this just connects right over here. Cause that's the entrance. All right, so I might need to get to the point where I might need to spend a few levels on stamina to try to get my Man, I'm just gonna be glowing red forever now too, because I'm always gonna have this damage buff. Well, hopefully, always have the damage buff. Okay, I should just go get the map before I do anything else. There's no point trying to explore when I don't have the map. I mean, it's fine to explore, but it's much better when I have the map and can just like kind of pay attention to where I am. So if I can get to the point where I can throw the incantation, because I'm not going to be using it during combat and almost pretty much ever. but between combats, being able to set up a heal or small heal over time after I kill, if I take a small tiny chip to like a mob, I can set the heal over time, and then I can get back to full health, and then if something else hits me for a bit, I'll be safe. I don't know how long it lasts. We'll have to find out. I might have to test to see how much healing it does total also. Is this another seed? Did I pick this one up? I never picked this one up. There's so many golden seeds up here. Altus Plateau is so full of golden seeds. Alright, there's the map stone. Let's also clear this. Pop. Did I clear it? Yeah. The Altus Plateau. Alright, let's start over here. I don't want to have to take the lift up again, but I want to be able to... I do want to be able to start from the beginning, or from... I want to be able to clear it bit by bit. Also, wait, I need to change my spells anyway. Or I want to set up the spells. It's like right now I have this for the meteor, but I'm never using it. Although, again, I kind of... I'll be honest, I partly forgot that I had it. That might actually be a better spell than something else. Well, definitely with the meteorite staff, it's very strong. It might not be as strong with other stuff. I don't know, maybe I should go. How far away does it hit from? It's gonna hit here. It hits quite far. Like, that's... It's farther than... the comet shards hit from. Does a lot of damage too. Just had the crazy sleep paralysis. You're not fully awake, but you wanted to. I went, dang. What? You okay? I mean, sleep paralysis. Obviously, I mean, you're okay now that it's over, but you kind of shooketh. Okay, but that's only doing that much damage because I have the meteorite staff also, but it's doing a lot of damage right now. It's not as much as I thought. Like the comet shard also does a lot when I hit them. These enemies are just not... Ow! Oh my. Oh no. Please stop. Nice block, buddy. Alright. Oh, I'm not full health, right? So it's doing less. Let's get our full health back. So, like, if I have my other staff equipped... How much is this going to do? 461. Okay, so it still does more for cheaper if they all hit. But, obviously, for all the same reasons I've said before, Night Shard is very strong. Just because, against things that can dodge, it's worth it. So I do want to have it equipped. It's just kind of expensive, but it's fine. But honestly, well, the range on this rock sling is actually pretty legit. Like, it goes so freaking far. But, like, damage output wise, I think it's still better for me to just do this, right? Like, look at that. I mean, against these guys, it's relevant. Ow. Oh, there goes my bonus damage, so... Oh, time to get my bonus damage back. Your internet just went crazy, you have no idea if you saw your chat. I did. And I basically said, dang, you okay? That's crazy. What happened? My bonus damage is gone again. Are you just awake for the day now because of it? Or are you planning to go back to sleep? I picked up a cookbook too, didn't I? I don't know what I just picked up here, but I picked up a cookbook earlier. Not that it really matters. I don't really craft much, but I'm kind of curious what it was. As if I'm going to remember which one it was. I don't remember. I don't know why I thought I would. I gotten sidetracked. I don't know. Get obliterated. Is there a chest over here or something? Nothing? Okay. Let's try to make sure we're clearing everything along the way. It's so big and open here, it's hard to keep track of. Okay, so that's up there. That's fine. We've done that. I could try to fight these guys. They should be fightable. Are they not? There it is. Especially, like, is this gonna reach him? Okay, it does eventually fall. They go really freaking far, though. Dodged early? Come on. Okay, the damage rate is a lot slower though, I'm realizing, because the shards I can spam. I need to kill the archer first. The archer's gonna be way more annoying. Come on. Your apartment, you swear you heard the door that goes out to your balcony next to your room. You made some room open. It's hard to Hey, let's start waiting. Wait, so was that was a hallucination? That was not real? Alright, this is what I should be doing, guys. That was not real at all, I see. I'm so lit! Oh, it didn't get me back to full? Come on. As far as damage output goes, this is the way to go. Ow. This will get me back to full. Come on. My damage boost. Alright. Just blast him. Pow. Oh, she's so lit. Die. You're not dead? That's gotta kill, right? There we go. Force yourself out of the paralysis in the room. What's up? And there's just no one there. Oh, dang. It's like she vanished. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, the like sleep paralysis hallucinations are always so weird. They're like so vivid in the moment. And like since you're partially awake, even when you wake up, it's like that still felt so real though. Like I can remember seeing it in real life. Like it's different than like when you dream something, you wake up and you're like, okay, that was a dream, and like it felt different. And I realized like you get that feeling where you're like, I realize now that looking back at the way that happened, that did not feel real. But with sleep paralysis, it's like when you wake up, it's like you were awake when you were dreaming it. So you go, I was awake and that felt like I was awake and that was happening. But now it's just gone. It's like, it definitely is weird. I know what you mean though. Sound of the door was the realest thing ever. Yeah. Well, that reminds me of you know like how they have like the binaural audio. You know, obviously it's used for ASMR and stuff. But I remember when before it was really a thing, I remember hearing recordings in binaural audio of like a door opening, and I remember I was in my room and someone was like, this sounds like a door opening in your room, it's crazy. And I like clicked the link and I heard it, and then I went, yeah, because I was like I had roommates, so like I heard the door knock, or like not opening, it sounded like someone knocking on the door, and I remember going, yes, and like I took off my headphones and went, yeah, come in, and I went, hello, and then I realized, and then it played and then I put my headphones back on and it played it, but on the other side, and I was like, what the heck? Because I didn't have a door on the other side. Like the first one's on the right side, which was the side my door was on, which is why I thought that. The second one was on the left side, and I was like, there's no door on the left side of my room. So it just like I like thought someone was knocking on like my window or something, and I was like, what the, oh my goodness, it's the audio. It like took me like it was so real that my brain, even though I knew what I was listening to, it still thought it was in the real world. And I was not able to process that it was from the audio. And it like startled me so much. And then the best part was I went, oh man, that's crazy. And so I was like, wow, I gotta listen to that again. That was crazy that I actually believed it. I listened to it again, and I literally heard the same knock I had heard like 20 seconds ago, and went and did the same thing. I went, what? Yeah, come in. Because it was the exact same knock, but my brain just instantly assumed it was real again. It was wild. It was hilarious, but crazy. Okay, so increasingly I'm realizing that the rock spell it does hit hard, especially with the meteor staff. But the damage rate is actually not that much faster. The efficiency is better, but if I'm going for efficiency, I'd probably just want to be using something else anyway, because it's kind of slow, and I'd rather just be using like the transient moonlights or slicers or something. I don't know. Slicer's getting less and less useful because in general, I pretty much am always just going to be using the transient moonlight instead of slicer, so I could see replacing that for sure. Oh, hi, Melina.
The Erd tree is close.
Oh, really?
Only a little further
Is
to
that
the
it?
foot of the Erd tree. And the accord is fulfilled. It takes me back. I was born at the foot of the Erd tree, where Mother gave me my purpose.
Mother.
Though now, everything is lost to me. I have to ascertain for myself the reason for which I live, burned and bodiless.
Interesting. Once the process comes with audio, it's insane. Like yeah, I agree. The audio is crazy. You're going back to sleep now. Okay, good night. Have a good rest of your sleep. Hopefully, yeah. I will say, sometimes when I get sleep paralysis, if I try to go back to sleep instantly, it's like it just comes back immediately. I like have to like get up or like move around and like reset my brain, my sleeping brain, because I know that for me a lot of the time when I get sleep paralysis, if I try to just go back to sleep, I just keep getting sleep paralysis. It's like my brain's still in that mode. So hopefully waking up for a second and chatting for a bit, maybe reset your brain so you can go back to sleep for real now. Good night.
Shall I turn your rune? Let my share them with me.
Oh, I'm still 4,000 short. You have to fall asleep with headphones and watch something. Yeah. Yeah, that helps me too. Listening to like music or something helps me. Like just like relaxing music. One of my favorites to listen to is Super Mario Galaxy soundtrack. That's one that I use a lot after sleep paralysis. Cause like other stuff doesn't necessarily like I like listening to like ASMR and white noise to fall asleep, but after sleep paralysis, like I get so jittery. Like I just need like music or something to like. Just like because it's like the relaxing music somehow is like a different. It gives me a different feeling. Where like it also it reset it like does the thing I was saying where it like resets my brain like other white noise and stuff doesn't reset my brain. It like gets me back to sleep, but it doesn't like make my brain like go back into a new sleep session. Also gotta close your closet because that's just a way to be a bad time. Yeah, true. Yeah, you go for Stardew usually. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, for sure. Okay, I think I do switch. I think I switch this now just to get used to having something different. I kind of want to test these. Okay, maybe I should just test them. Can I get beat up enough? I'm a little bit afraid. I want to see how much they heal, though. Or, like, how long. Well, this one I could test and see how long it lasts. Where is it? Bestial Vitality. I need more stamina to equip the seal, unfortunately. It's not that heavy, but it is heavy enough. Let's go fight something and get beat up a little bit. Okay, I used it. I mean, we're not getting the healing now, but it's okay. I just need to see how quickly it heals and how long it lasts. How long it lasts, it's not like I need to be healing it the whole time. I just wanted to use that to test. Alright, hit me. It's still going, so it does last a while. Okay. Oh, the heal rate's not bad either. So now I lost my buff, but this, let's see if this gets me back up to fully healed. Ow. Ow. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I don't want to lose those rooms. We also had sleep paralysis before here where your room was sleep paralysis. That's funny. Yeah, I've had some goofy sleep paralysis hallucinations. One time I fell asleep. I think I've told you this, but I don't know if I've told it on stream. Maybe I have. I think I have. But I fell asleep between classes, just in like the in one of my college building, like at the university, like college, like one of the buildings, one of the academic buildings, just in a couch or on a like a chair. And there was just like a orange like monster. It like reminded me of something from Yo Gabba Gabba. And it was just like walking around. I was like, what the heck? It wasn't even scary, but it was like, I was like, what is happening? Is that real? Once it was her coming into your room and just standing over your bed. That's spooky. No, we get hit. That's so funny. Yeah, it was so goofy. Okay, I'm just trying to get beat up a little bit. They don't hit me very hard. I just want to see how much healing these heals do. It lasts longer than I was expecting though, so I guess we'll just leave it up and see how far it heals, although it's going to take a while. I kind of want to test the other ones too. This is definitely seeming like the best option for me though, because like I said, it's mostly for like between fights, like for a tiny bit of healing, because this one's pretty cheap and it can heal a little bit and it can keep going. Okay, good night. Okay, good night. Yeah, have a good rest. I guess I should end too. I actually should end my stream. I didn't realize it was already this late. But I want to... I need to check these numbers so I can at least decide, and then I'll end. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna end with this testing, and then we'll end, because I don't want to go out and explore anymore because I don't have time. But I do want to see. So this is, I started out at like, you know, a 6th health just now, and let's see if it gets me back to full. So that's a lot of healing over time for relatively cheap. I don't even think the other heal would heal me that much. I will say, I wonder if this counts, because I'm using the one that boosts bestial incantations, and that is a bestial incantation. So that could be part of why. That is possible. And if so, all the more reason to use it. Because I don't know how the scaling works for heals, because the only spells I've used so far are damage spells. Well, no, that's not entirely true. I have used some util, but the util I've used is like non-damage, and the scaling really doesn't do any. It's just like not even a buff or anything. It's just like straight up like light or the Terra Magica, which I don't think is affected by scaling. Wow, this is gonna get me all the way to full from close to empty. It lasts a long time. So I wonder if the healing, okay, heal over time, I don't think it would affect the rate. Maybe it affects the duration. The instant heals, I definitely could imagine scaling affecting. Oh, that's it. It's exact. That's how long it goes. Okay, so it's like 4/5 of a bar. 3/4 maybe. 3/4 of our health right now. Which means around like, you know, 600 health, it looks like. Right, because we're at like 800. Yeah, so it's around. I could have, you know, I could have checked. I could have looked exactly where I started. But that got me around the right number. Let's try the other heals. This is the other one I would use to be heal. Urgent heal could be interesting because you can use it quickly, but I'm not going to be using it quickly no matter what, because I'd have to switch off of my staff regardless. Which I'd rather not. It's just too much of a pain. Let's go. I should have equipped them both, though, so I can test them both. Okay. Let's not die. Yeah, so that costs way more, and it's way less healing. Oh, I should have looked at the number. Well, this is gonna get me to full. It's like half my health, or like 1/3 of my health. Okay, the heal over time is definitely the way to go. Because that's also overkill if I'm less than that, whereas the heal over time is also potentially overkill, but it'll keep, if I get chipped down again afterwards, it'll keep healing me. Because that's the only time I'm trying to use this, is to keep my health topped up now. Or just like between fights. And either way, it's fine if it takes a little while. Urgent heal is going to be faster, but also less. And the cost is not even that much cheaper, I don't think, right? 16. Oh, this is an incantation. I see. I thought this was a spirit, and I'm realizing now I didn't see it in the spirits, which makes sense, because it's not. 16. 18. So it's like this, almost the same price, and this is 1,000,000 times more HP. Presumably. Assuming urgent heal is significantly less. Okay, wait, I also need to switch my equipment. So eventually I'm gonna get this claw, this you know, I might just have to look up how the scaling affects the heals, and also if the bestial affects the heals. Not that it matters, because this is the only one I can equip at the moment anyway, but it might be nice to know. But anyways, that's gonna do it for today. So thanks for watching. As always, if you want to see a schedule for the stream, I post it every week on Sunday. You can find that on Twitter. You can also get notifications when I go live, or random tweets, and also announcements, information about Silvering Journals, which I will mention in a moment. But yeah, Twitter, linked down below. You can find all that stuff there. As I mentioned, Silvering Journals, my webcomic, just starting up. You can get in, you know, right at the beginning. There's no story pages posted yet, but I've got the title page, I got the website set up, and story pages are forthcoming. It's just constantly working on making more, but I'm really, really, really excited to get to it, to get to the story, and to tell this story, and to share it with everyone. So you can find that also linked down below. Check it out. It's, like I said, no story yet, but you can go check out what we've got and start looking forward to it. I want to talk about it more, but there's not much to talk about quite yet. So I have been having to restrain myself. Once I get to the story, maybe then I'll start talking about it more, and you won't be able to avoid it. And of course, the last bit, if you want to watch archives or VODs, past 2 weeks kept here on Twitch. Anything older than that I have archived will be on YouTube, which is linked down below, so you can check all that out there. Schedule for this coming week: Friday, Hades, back to Hades. Monday, we'll be playing more Cult of the Lamb, and Wednesday, a week from today, we'll be back with more Elden Ring. So that's going to be our schedule for this coming week. Yeah, so that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time. Hope you have a good rest of your day, your morning, your night, what have you. And until next time, see ya.